welcome back to Learn on the Go. You're going to learn all about articles today. In English, there are two articles, the indefinite article and the definite article. A or an is the indefinite article and the is the definite article. The words a or an and the, that means the indefinite article and the definite article, they come before nouns. A or an is used before non-specific or non-particular nouns. While a or an is called the indefinite article because it usually leaves indefinite the person or the thing spoken. Whereas the definite article, that is the, is used to refer to specific or particular nouns. The is called the definite article because it normally points out at some particular person or things. The indefinite article is used before singular, countable nouns. The definite article is used before singular countable nouns, plural countable nouns, and uncountable nouns as well. Let's look at this example. Let's read the book. Here, I have used the definite article the. Why I have used that is that I mean a specific book. I'm referring to a specific book. Let's read a book. Here I have used the indefinite article. I mean any book rather than a specific book. It could be any book. The is used to refer to a specific or a particular member of a group. Let's look at one more example. I just read the most popular book of the year. There are many books in the world. However, the only one particular book is the most popular book. I am referring to the most popular book. Therefore, we use the. That is the definite article. A or an is used to refer to a non-specific or non-particular member of the group. Now let's look at an example. I would like to read a book. Here, we're not talking about a specific book. We're talking about any book. There are many books, and I want to read any book. I don't have a specific one in my mind. Therefore, we use a. Now it's time for us to look at when we use these articles. Let's first start working on the indefinite article. When to use an. We use an before a word beginning with a vowel sound. Remember, an is used before a word that begins with a vowel sound. Now, what are these vowels? In English, there are 5 vowels. They are A, E, I, O, U. What are the sounds of these vowels? A, E, I, or E, O, and A. Let's look at some examples. Apple. The word apple starts with a vowel sound. And what's that sound? A. Apple. So we use the article an apple, an elephant, an idea, an incident, an octopus, an umbrella. Now, we just learned that we use the indefinite article an before words that begin with a vowel sound. However, look at these words. Honest, hour. Oops, these words, they've started with the letter H. So why are we worrying about them? Okay, now what's important here is that the words honest and hour, although the words have started with the letter H, which sound do they begin with? Honest, hour. They begin with the vowel sounds. Honest, hour. We're not looking at the letter, we're looking at the sound. So, we use an, the indefinite article, an honest boy, an hour. Now look at these words. University, union, universe. Now they have started with the vowel letter U, but what sound do they make? University, union, universe. Do they begin with a vowel sound? No, they don't. The words begin with the sound Y. That's not a vowel sound, so we use the article a. A university, a union, a universe. Now we know when to use an. Now let's see when we use a. We use a before a word beginning with a consonant. We learned the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U. All the other letters of the English alphabet are known as consonants. Boy. The letter B is a consonant, so we use a boy, a woman, a yard, a horse. Don't forget, the indefinite article is used only before singular, countable nouns. That means only before the nouns that we can count. Let's learn more about the indefinite article using some more examples. I want a dog for my birthday. I want a dog for my birthday. Now this refers to any dog because we don't know exactly which dog we are referring to. It could be any dog. We saw an elephant at the zoo. We saw an elephant at the zoo. This refers to a non-specific elephant. We're not referring to a particular elephant. There are so many elephants at the zoo, and we're talking about any one of them. Now it's time to move on to the definite article. When do we use the? We use the definite article, that is the, when we talk about a particular or a specific noun. For example, the book on that table is mine. The book on that table is mine. Which book are we talking about? We're talking about the book that is on the table. We're referring to a specific book. The lady next door is a doctor. The lady next door is a doctor. Which lady? Not any lady. We're not talking about any lady, but we are only referring to the specific lady who lives next door. Therefore, we use the. We must protect the environment. We must protect the environment. We're talking about the natural environment around us. What is another instance that we use the definite article? We use it when the reader or the listener knows what you're talking about. For example, I forgot my bag at the school. Now, I'm calling my friend. I say, oh no, Lucy, I forgot my bag at the school. Now, the school, I'm talking to Lucy. Lucy already knows about which school I'm talking about. There is a show at the park. Okay, which park? Well, my reader or my listener knows about the park. Therefore, if your reader or the listener knows about what and where you're talking about, you have to use the definite article. Okay, there's more. We use the definite article before some proper nouns, like oceans and seas, the Pacific, the Red Sea. We use the definite article also before rivers, like the Nile, the Amazon, canals, the Suez Canal. We use the definite article before talking about groups of islands like the West Indies, the Philippines, for mountain ranges like the Alps, and for few countries with words like Republic and United, like the Irish Republic, the United Kingdom, the United States of America. We also use the definite article before superlatives. What are superlatives? Okay, let's see. This is the best meal. Best is the superlative. Good, better, best. So we have to use the definite article before superlatives. Usain Bolt is the fastest man on earth. Fastest is the superlative. Fast, faster, fastest. Therefore, we have to use this definite article before fastest, the superlative. We use a or an when we mention about something for the first time. That is because the reader or the listener does not know it. We're introducing it for the first time. Like this sentence. I bought a new phone. I have bought a new phone. Now my listener or the reader does not know about it. But we use the definite article the when we talk about the same thing the second time. Why is that? That is because now the reader or the listener knows that we're talking about that specific thing that we mentioned or introduced earlier. Like the sentence now. I bought a new phone. There are so many options on the phone. Now look at the second sentence. We used the in the second sentence. Why is that? Because we're now talking about the phone that we mentioned earlier, because we're referring to that specific phone that we introduced on the previous sentence. Now you have learned how and when to use the articles. Now it's time for us to look at when we do not use the articles. Okay. The article is omitted before the names of substances and abstract nouns that are uncountable nouns. The nouns that cannot be counted like sugar, gold, water, salt, and kindness. Look at these sentences. The gold is beautiful on you. That's wrong. We don't say that. Can I please have a water? The kindness is the best purity. We don't use the article before uncountable nouns. However, uncountable nouns take the definite article the when used in a particular sense. For example, would you pass me the sugar? Now here, the sugar refers to the sugar on the table. It takes a particular sense. Don't forget the kindness of Lucy who treated me during the bad times. Here, the kindness refers to specifically the kindness that was shared by Lucy during the bad times. Alright, now you have learned a lot about articles in English. Now it's time for us to do an exercise. You may pause the video, do it on your own, or proceed watching the video, and let's do it together. Yesterday, I bought blank, new book, and a journal. Blank book is interesting and I started writing on the blank journal. Yesterday, I bought a new book and a journal because it could be any book. And remember the rule. When we are first introducing something to the reader or the listener, we've got to use the indefinite article. And what's the second rule? When we are talking about the same thing in the second sentence, we use the definite article. So, yesterday I bought a new book and a journal. The book is interesting and I started writing on the journal. Number 2. What is blank name of the restaurant down the street? What is the name of the restaurant down the street? Because we are referring to the specific name of the restaurant that is down the street. We're only talking about the restaurant that is located down the street. Therefore, we have to use the definite article. Blank sun is blank star. The sun is a star. We're talking about the sun. There is only one sun. The sun is a star. Why a star? Because it is one of many stars. Number 4. There isn't blank train station near where we live. There isn't a train station near where we live. Number 5. I met with blank accident last week. I met with an accident last week. One accident out of so many accidents. Number 6. I don't remember where I put my keys. I left them on blank kitchen table. I don't remember where I put my keys. I left them on the kitchen table because we are referring to the table that is in the kitchen. That's all about articles. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications to know the latest videos coming out from Learn on the Go.